Hey, what's up? I'm so excited to do this, and I've got so much to say, and I've got so much information to put out. I can't do it all in one video, but I just want to talk about, what it's all about, what all of this is about, why eat healthy, why do this, why, live the way I am living, and why is a lot of people switching over to this, and it has a lot to do with all the toxicity that we've created in this world and how far we've pulled ourselves away from nature. You can see, like, I mean, if you just look around today, you look at all the people dying from diseases or, chronically ill. It's really sad. It's really saddening when you look around, but you gotta keep your head up, and you gotta know that there are possibilities, there are possibilities to everything. It's not just like, hey, it's not going to happen because it's a special situation, that I have, like, no, there is no, there's a ton of special situations in every situation. So, I mean, they're all special in their own way. Every situation that you get into, whether it's, psychological, physical, anything like that, spiritual, any situation that you get into, it's going to be unique to you. So you got to understand that this whole idea, if you have any problems or what you believe to be problems, you have to understand that they're always going to be unique to you. So you can't just write it off as it's not going to work or nothing's going to work to solve your problem because it's unique to you and it's different from everything else, and it's not going to work the same way or something like that. And of course it's not going to work the same way, but you can solve your problems. There's the underlying thing here is that you're solving the cause of the problems. You're getting to the root of the problems. And that's where everything stems from, is the root. So, I mean, say, you have psychological problems, or, I mean, a lot of people are going a little crazy nowadays. I mean, just recently I've had, I mean, I don't really want to talk about this on YouTube, but just to give you guys an idea, there's a lot of people, ending their lives. I've had a lot of friends in their lives lately, and it's not a beautiful thing or anything like that. It's not pretty or anything. And, just to, there's a lot of people going crazy out there right now, and, there's a lot of things happening right now. And the reason behind all of this is to be able to adapt to that, because when you're eating, the normal standard American diet, which is SAD, standard American diet, SAD, when you're eating the SAD diet, as Dr. Kassar says, I love that, you're gonna be sad, and you're not gonna be very vibrant. Here's one thing that I want people to try, and I learned this from Richard Bandler, which is a great psychologist, or he runs around in that field of, how the mind works and how to get motivated. He's really a motivational speaker. And he talks about your internal dialogue and how your internal dialogue works. When you wake up in the morning, is the little voice in your head, like, oh, let's get up and go to work, like, is it this little squeaky voice, or is it something that's, hey, let's get up and go to work, and like, is it vibrant? Is it, really wanting to, get up and do something? Is that voice really there? And also, like, try to add music behind it. This can be a really fun thing. I've done this. I've been doing this for a while now, and like, the things that you just don't want to do, start off with some drums, like, and then come in like louder and louder, and then come in with a choir, singing it, I'm gonna go do this, like, and really get into it and get this going on in your head, because this is what's gonna get you motivated. You can't just expect life to come to you. You have to live, and then you get life. So you have to start something before you get something from it. So, I mean, you gotta get motivated about something. So if you want motivation, you have to you have to bring that motivation to you some way. So it's awesome to get started like that. I wake up every day, and sometimes, I'll do different things. Sometimes I'll jump on my bed. When I wake up, I'll jump on my bed and just yell, because it gets you up, it gets you going. You got to do something just to get you going. I'm excited every day to wake up and just live, because I remember almost every dream every night, and that's really fun in the morning to wake up and just kind of go over your dreams and see what you dreamt about. So that's really fun, and I've learned to do that through lucid dreaming. I've practiced lucid dreaming since I was about 15. And the first part of lucid dreaming, if you don't know what lucid dreaming is, it means being conscious in your dreams, so you're able to control things. It's really fun. It's really cool experience. And but the first part of it is that you have to learn how to remember your dreams. So there's like a couple techniques you can do to that, and I'll probably talk about that on a different video and stuff. But like getting your mind in the right place to do these things, getting your mind in the right place to get motivated about something, that's something that people I see all the time. They're just walking around with their heads down, they're complaining all the time. They do not have their head in the right place. And that's one thing you got to start with. And start with that. Get some music in your head that's loud, and get some, a chorus behind it that's singing what you're going to do that day, that's singing what you're about to do. When you're walking down the street to do that, you got this going on in your head. There's no room for the little voice saying, I don't think we should do that. Maybe we should just procrastinate. You want to be going towards it full throttle. You want to walk into a situation and you want to be pumped. You want to be amped. You want to go into it just ready for life. I being in the Army, I hear a lot of different things. People that are really, have lost their mind, and in PTSD and things like that, psychological problems, and so I hear a lot of different things. But to give them something that they can work with is just such a joy for me. And I've seen so many people turn around from just explaining a certain technique to them that they can use. And I've completely turned around. I use something called Neurolinguistic Programming, NLP, and that has completely changed who I am around, and I wouldn't be who I am today without that. And people think that it takes years and years and years to change the person that you are. Well, it took me about 20 minutes with NLP. It's just amazing. You don't have to wait. We have the technologies, we have the tools to get results right now. And that's kind of how our society runs anyways, is instant gratification. But so we haven't had we haven't had those technologies forever, to get that instant gratification. Normally it takes a little while, but now we've got a lot of tools, and it's a little bit different than regular society's thought and everything. But yeah, the way everything's headed right now, I mean, if you were to, jump in my mind for a couple seconds and see what's going on in here, there's so many different avenues of approach to everything that life has to offer. You have so many different things that you can do as a person. Anyone can do as a person. And once you get on that one thing that you're supposed to do, once you get on your mission, and I love how David Will talks about this a lot, I mean, you are set. I mean, everything just lines up. Synchronicity, it just lines up. Everything it's perfect, and everything just falls into place. You might, hit some little hills here and there, but, everything just works out. As long as you got that internal dialogue going on, nothing's going to stop you. You just know where you're going. There's nothing stopping you. So that's what I love is, getting in that mindset and getting ready to go. And then physically, this is why I do this. This is why I do the food. You got to get your vibrancy up. If you feel like crap, all the time, if you don't feel good, then you're not going to be very vibrant. You're not going to be very willing to get up and do things. You're not going to be wanting to go outside. You're not going to be wanting to do anything. You're not going to be wanting to go work or do anything. You literally, you don't want to do anything. You wake up and you